Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the words of the RAMBAM, SEFER HAMADAH, HILCHOS, YESODEI Torah, and we are in the second letter over here. And he writes something that is very deep today, and I hope that I will do it justice in explaining what he means. V'im yala al das, v'im yala al hadas, if it would enter a person's mind, Shuhu einoi matzoi, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't exist, chas v'shalom, ein davar acher yochel yimatzais, then nothing else in the world is able to exist. Says the Rambam, if a person would entertain the thought, we'll call it real atheism, and that is that the Ribbono Shel Olam does not exist, chas v'chalila, to say such a thing. Rather, you live a Darwinian type of an approach to life. The world came into being who knows how. The amoebas came into being who knows how that happened. And they pressed against each other and they banged against each other for millions and millions and millions of years. And then they produced a tadpole. And then the tadpole went on for millions and millions and millions of years, and somehow evolved into a frog. And that frog somehow, after millions and millions of years, evolved into a crocodile. And from the crocodile, after millions and millions of years, there were dinosaurs. And from the dinosaurs, they somehow disappeared, and new animals came in their place. Where did the water come from? Where did the soil come from? Where did the sun come from? Where did the moon come from? Where did the world, this perfect world that we live in, where did it come from? No answers to that question. And then suddenly there were animals that were verging on humanity. And after billions of years of evolution, suddenly a gorilla turned into a human being. First he was a Neanderthal man, then he was another kind of caveman, and suddenly he becomes the great human being that we see today. Where did the brain come from? Where did all the working mechanisms come from? How does the body know to eat an apple and only digest what minerals and nutrients and fiber that it needs and expel everything else? How does the body know how to see? How does the eyes, with 80,000 different parts inside of every single eyeball, how did it come into being? No answers. Nobody has an answer to that. Unless you believe that there's a Ribbono Shel Olam, a master of the universe, who created this world, yesh mi'ayin, something from nothing, with the divine plan and the divine blueprint called Torah, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu used to design the entire universe, because that's the mind of the Ribbono Shel Olam. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is infinitely ingenious. Everything is revealed in front of him all the time. Says the Rambam, if you would think foolishly that the Ribbono Shel Olam does not exist, and that we fell into this world on our own after billions and billions and billions and trillions of years of some experiment that somehow went right, you should know, ein davar acher yochel yimatzos, really nothing exists. Without the Ribbono Shel Olam, nothing exists. And everything that man will come up with in their mind is just a cheap attempt of trying to explain an existence which is obvious. But if there's no Ribbono Shel Olam, who is the source of everything, the primary being, that he brought everything into existence, then nothing else in the world could possibly be here. And therefore, says the Rambam, once that you have what's called Amunah, once that you believe in a Ribbono Shel Olam, once you acknowledge that there is a master and a creator to this world who brought everything into being, something from nothing, HaKadosh Baruch Hu made a world that's magnificent and perfect and beautiful and all works in the synergy that only HaKadosh Baruch Hu could design, the ultimate master divine plan, then you have a world, then you have a sun, then you have stars, then you have grass, then you have oceans, then you have ants, then you have elephants, then you have giraffes, then you have mountains, then you have hills and valleys, then you have mankind, then you have Klal Yisrael at the pinnacle of it all. And then you have a nation that was able to stand by Har Sinai, receive the Torah, and affirm their faith with Anochi Hashem Elokecha, I am Hashem, your God, who took you out of Mitzrayim from the house of bondage. And we unify ourselves in that belief because we have the knowledge that there is a Ribbono Shel Olam in our lives. And if you don't have that, an atheist, he doesn't even exist. Because without the primary being of Hashem, everything else that you're going to conjure up in your mind of why we're here is just a farce and foolishness. Only when you believe in Hashem does this world begin to take shape, form, and make sense. Have a wonderful day.